Hi guys, welcome back to Sherry's African Kitchen. Today we are making pumpkin chapatis, so let's go to the cooking. So of course I'll start by boiling my pumpkin. As you can see, mine is soft enough, so I'm going to put in the blender and blend it to form a paste. If you don't have a blender, it's still okay. You can mash your pumpkin to form a paste. So I have my basin for mixing, and then that is my blended pumpkin, and then I have my vegetable oil for cooking. And then I usually make my chapatis using sugar and salt. I'll show you how I mix it. So that is sugar, and then I have salt over there. And then for the flour, I would really recommend Ajab all-purpose flour. It's really a nice brand. So that's the flour I'm going to be using. And then I have hot water, and that is a measuring cup. I'll use it to measure my water. So usually that cup, 1 cup of that hot water makes around 6 chapatis. So for me, I'm using around 2 cups. So I'll be making around 13 chapatis. So I measure 2 cups and then start adding in my ingredients. So that is the pumpkin, and then I'll put in around 4 tablespoons of sugar and then 2 tablespoons of salt. In that ratio, the taste will be balanced. So give it a good mix as I'm doing, and then you can taste to taste if the mixture is okay. Then you add cooking oil. This is the first time, guys, we are adding cooking oil. So I used around 4 tablespoons of oil. So after that, you start adding your flour gradually, as I am doing. And guys, as you can see, I'm using a mwiko. This is because my mixture there, I used hot water, so the mixture is still hot. So use a mwiko, but as you continue to knead your dough, of course it's going to cool down. So at some point you're going to shift and start using your hands. So add flour gradually. Do not add so much flour at once. So this is how my dough looks like after around 10 minutes of kneading. As you can see, it's no longer sticking on my hands. So it's at this point that I add oil. This is the second time we are adding oil, so kindly note. So I used around 3 tablespoons of oil again, and then at this point you knead your dough for another 5 minutes so that it can soften enough. So knead it well for another 5 minutes. So my dough is ready at this point. So the next thing you do is to cover it with a polythene bag. So for me, I'm using a cling film, and then after that you use a clean damp kitchen towel. You cover the dough again. So that is what I am doing. Then you let your dough rest for 30 minutes to 1 hour. I let my dough rest for around 40 minutes, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's really soft and it's not sticking on my hands, so it has rested for enough time. So mine is big, so I'm going to divide it into half, and then you're going to spread your dough to make one big large chapati. This one does not have to have any shape, so make sure it's spread out well, and then it should be thin, because this will determine the thickness of your chapati. So spread it out and make it as thin as possible. So after that, this is the other secret. This is the third time we are applying oil. So apply oil after spreading out the dough. Apply oil and then sprinkle flour. This is another secret. This helps your chapati not to have excess oil. So apply oil at this point and then sprinkle flour, and then make strands on the dough. Cut the dough into strands, and then we go to the folding. So the reason why I'm dividing my dough into strands, this is what gives your chapatis layers. So make the strands as I'm doing and then fold it in this manner for all the pieces. This is what gives your chapatis layers. So fold all the pieces this way and then let's get to the cooking. So this is how you roll your chapati. You take a piece and then you sprinkle flour on both sides. Then you dust your rolling pin using the flour too, and then this is how you roll your chapati. You do it in a circular manner and don't use so much force. So this is how you do it if you want it to have a good shape. So do this for the other pieces and then let's go to the cooking part. Meanwhile, my pan was warming, and there is something I want you to know, that you should cook your chapati on low to medium heat. So if you do it on high heat, your chapatis are going to burn. So that is my chapati. As you can see, my pan is warm. So I am going to first cook the chapati without oil on both sides as I spin. This is another secret, guys. Cook your chapatis first without oil on both sides and keep spinning. If you want your chapatis to brown, the secret is to spin. Spin it both sides, and then when we are done, that is the time we apply oil. As you can see, my piece is bubbling up. That shows that the dough was well done and the chapati is cooking well even from the inside. So that is what we are going to do, and then we go to applying oil. Keep on applying oil as you also spin if you want your chapati to brown. So let's see how our chapati piece turns out to look like. So here is the final product. These are our chapatis. I made around 14 of them, and guys, as you can see, this is how soft the chapatis are, and as you can see, the color is just amazing. So basically that is how we make the chapatis. Go try it out and follow all the procedures I have shown you, and you can come back with a review. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching our video. If you did, please you can like, subscribe and share to support me. So bye bye, and I'll see you on the next one.